Now, I am going to do a demo, or a very, it's a very brief demo of the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III.
So here we go. I'm in a shop looking at the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III. It's a nice feeling phone in the hand. It's a tall, narrow phone. On the top end you have a headphone jack, 3.5mm towards the left hand side. Moving around clockwise, there's nothing else on the top end. On the right hand side you have a volume control, which is a one button rocker rather than two separate volume controls. Moving down you have a recessed power button, which is perfectly distinguishable, and that also contains your fingerprint sensor. You have a very similar button immediately below it, which is for the Google Assistant, and below that you have a button to operate the camera quickly. On the bottom you have a USB-C power port. On the left hand side you have a SIM tray. I should say, for the purpose of this, I can't move this phone, it's locked in a security case, so I can only operate it in portrait mode at a slightly odd angle because it's tilted, so excuse any stumbles during this. I'm going to see if we can turn TalkBack on with the volume controls.
TalkBack on.
We can.
System UI. Music.
Isn't that nice?
Blue Monday FM.
So I'm just going to navigate this lock screen.
Phone speaker. Previous button. Play. Button.
Nice and responsive. Nice haptics.
Next button. Selected. No.
One of the positive features of this phone is meant to be the stereo speakers, so I'm going to play as a bit of music.
Blue Monday FM.
Yeah, pretty good. I think they sound even better in landscape, but this phone's locked, as I said, it's in a security case, so I can't do much about that. But yeah, it's a phone, obviously, but they're quite good speakers. They're certainly better than my current phone. If we just pause that.
No SIM card. Pause.
There we go. And that's probably about as much as I can show you. I might get to the home screen maybe. Let's see if I can. I'm going to do it. Just go to the unlock button. There we go.
Device unlock. Xperia Home. Digital clock. Double A15. Game enhancer. Music. Folder. Play Store. Multi-window switch. Assistant.
So the multi-window switch, I think, is in landscape because it is such a long screen. You can run split apps. I imagine what that does.
Cinema Pro. Netflix. Title 3 months free. Call of Duty. Facebook. LinkedIn. Settings. Apps list.
Those are the choice on the dock. Those last few apps, your Call of Duties and your titles. And if we swipe up,
apps list.
We're in our apps list.
Unlabeled. Phone. Contacts. Messages. Calendar.
There we go. It's a nice responsive phone, I would say.
Home screen 202.
And we are now back on the home screen. I probably can't show you too much else with this phone, so as not to annoy my fellow patrons, I will now cancel out TalkBack, and I will relock this phone. And there we are. That is the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III.
I am sorry about the brevity of that demo. I was in a shop, as I said on the thing. It was in a security mount. I could have got the sales assistant to come and take it out, but then I think they would have objected to me recording. So I figured I would do it. Apparently, he was shooting glances at me while we were doing this, wondering quite what was going on. But yes, that is the Sony Xperia Mark 1 III.